Okay, everyone, welcome to tonight's team huddle. I am so pumped and on fire since we left our annual 2025 conference, you guys. I know like it might sound cliche, but every single time I go to a conference, I'm like, man, how can it get any better? I really ask myself that year after year. And I was also thinking, John always ends it with such incredibly powerful speeches. And I'm like, how can he even deliver better than last year? Well, let me just tell you, everyone left that room truly inspired, impacted, changed, crying, on fire and passionate about all that's to happen here in 2025. If you were not there, I encourage you to get to the next event. I love that they're doing local rallies. We'll kind of talk about that here in just a minute. But I am super pumped to give you kind of a recap real quick of the things that were announced at conference. And then we're going to go in to the aha moments from those that were there and even some that were watching because it's good to get different perspective. Hey, Little, can you take care of the kitten here, please? Okay, so basically, some of the recap things. I thought it was really cool that we got a new product called Happy Coffee. You want to know why? Because we talked to all of our customers and team members that are taking these different weight loss packs, and we're like, okay, if they're having any struggles, what are you encouraging them with? We've got all sorts of tips, right? But we know that cortisol levels, fatigue, stress, we know that all plays in to reaching our weight loss goals, right? And so we need a product that's all encompassing for that so that people can reach their goals even faster. Well, Happy Coffee is it, you guys. Like it is legit the mood improving, stress relieving coffee that we have all been waiting for. And I am so pumped about it because me personally, being a busy mom of five, I have my kids doing school at home. We have a farm, running this full-time business. My husband also has his own business. I need something that's going to help enhance my mood daily. Okay. And so I did try the mood enhancing Happy Coffee, and it's really good, you guys. It's like a lighter version of our French roast skinny brew. So it's got about 75 milligrams of caffeine. So it's a low caffeine option for your customers and it tastes delicious. You can add any sugar-free sweeteners that you want to that. We don't add artificial, just so everyone knows, no artificial stuff is in any of our products. But Happy Coffee is something that you can actually upsell with any of our packs. But specifically, we have the custom packs that you can build right now, the 30-day drops, and you can add any of our coffees for 30% off. So it's really an awesome deal, and they've kind of made it so we can build our own packs, which I really love. Now, moving into more of the distributor side of things, they released a $39 distributor license. Okay. That means that someone can get started on any products they want, minimum a $50 order, and they can upgrade to be a distributor and make income while using the products for just $39. And they get their website free the first month, and then for so on, $20 a month to month for US. And I believe it's 27 for Canada. So, super exciting because we haven't had an option quite like that before, and you get full BV distributors. Some of this might be redundant, and I'm hoping all of you guys watch the conference and you know it all, but these are important things to know moving forward and what your goals are for the business. So, lastly, but certainly not least, we have come out with live free bonuses. Okay, you guys. Not only did they come out and release these amazing bonuses from Ruby up to Ambassador Diamond for hitting that first time rank, but they also doubled them. So they range from $500 all the way up to $100,000 for Ambassador. So super exciting stuff. Not only that, but they announced the Live Free re-ranks, okay? And those range starting from Diamond and above from 5,000 all the way up to 35,000. Something important to remember with these bonuses is that you need at least 5 enrollments to claim these bonuses. 5 personal enrollments, they can be moved, no big deal. They can be distributors or they could be customers. No minimum BV. I love how simple they make things for us. So all really important things as you are getting ready for those next goals. I've got a couple of different aha moments, but I'm going to close us out with mine. And I'm going to start with our Presidential Diamond leader, Christina Treat, and she is going to go ahead and share some of her takeaways and aha moments from Conference 2025. Thank you, Christina.
Hey, you guys. Okay, first of all, I will just say that I've been in this for almost 14 years, and I can truly say that this was one of the most, I guess, refilling, energetic, exciting conference that's happened in a couple years. I just left there with like the clear vision of where we're going. And when we were at the Sunset Toast, I was talking to John and he said, when he was talking to people about kind of their vision of like when they thought of it works, and he said it a couple of times too, but like they just didn't have the same answers. And he just said he didn't like that. He said that at conference. And I think when I was listening to him say is like the last 2 years have been super hard. The first year that he took over, it was trying to just like adjust to being the company. Year two, which was last year, was just kind of cleaning up things that they needed to do with policies, procedures, just things like that. And so this year he said that this was like their first official year of them actually like getting to be CEO and have it be a clean slate. And I just love that because for me, I'm like, I've been here for so long, but it did truly feel like we finally were at a place that it felt like a fresh, clean slate. And I loved his vision when I was talking to him. He was saying that a lot of, the couple years that he, first came in, it was like we didn't have like a clear direction on what that was. And I feel like for the first time, we all are in unison of where we're going, like a million people's lives being changed. I love the tracker that goes with that. We're definitely a visual type of people. And so I think just like leaving there knowing that like all of us are doing the same thing for the same goal and we all have the same vision. Live well. Am I drawing a blank? Live well, live free. Yeah, live well. I'm like, he said it, and I'm like, gosh, what was it? It's brand new. And I just think that's really like powerful. Like, what are we here for? As a mom of four, it's like, yes, I want to live well and I want to live free, but like, what do I get to do to other people in their lives? And so I just feel to my core, even after being here for almost 14 years, that like our trajectory of our company is going to be like none other. And I'm not going to give all my other ha's because there's lots of other people on, but I think just knowing that like it all goes in unison together as one goal. And back in the day it was like one team, one mission, and it's still the same thing. We're all doing one thing together and it's changing people's lives. And so I just feel so incredibly refreshed and just refueled and energized leaving the conference. I mean, his speech was phenomenal. Like him and Mark's speech was phenomenal. And then the last thing I'll say is I just like want you guys, if you're new here and you don't know like our founder, our coach, Mark, and his beautiful wife, Cindy. If you don't know them, you weren't maybe here when they were, in charge of our company. Their heart is like none other. And I will tell you, every time that I speak with Mark, you know, he is genuine. And that just like for me, knowing that I stand behind a company that is one, debt free because of what Mark has done, but two, watching John and Sherry Lynn run this company and their hearts. And if you guys were watching conference, you'll see him talk to our DJ. And it was something so minuscule, nothing with the business, but it was like that was a moment for me that I just knew that our company was like, again, no other. When he said, you have a God given gift and you're really good at doing this, and we appreciate you and we value you guys. I don't know that a DJ was ever told that in his entire life, that like you have a God given gift. That was nothing with the business, but it shows you the true heart behind who our coach picked as a CEO. And John and Sherry Lynn's hearts are it's just like none other. Like we are part of a company that is like none other. And so I just encourage you to like use everything that you heard over the weekend and that you're going to hear tonight and just like catapult this for your family's trajectory of their life moving into this year. So it was amazing.
So powerful. Thank you so much, Christina. I definitely feel like if you, after watching a conference like that, whether you're new or whether you've been in for a while, if you weren't impacted in some way, then I don't feel like you were really watching it or really a part of it, because I feel like you cannot walk away from all of those amazing um, nuggets, panels, speeches. Um, and sometimes conferences can go kind of long, and you're like, oh, I literally was absolutely 100% engaged this entire conference. That's what I felt like was one thing that was really different. Like every single speaker, every single panel, every single speech. And I kind of had a lot going on before I came to conference. And so to be like just so focused and so drawn in, it just was very special. And I'm just super excited for what's to come. So, we have at least one or two more speakers. We had some girls that aren't feeling good. Pray for some of the girls that were at conference. Some things have come up, and they really wanted to speak on tonight's Zoom, but they are not here. So I'm assuming that I didn't work out. So, if you watched conference or was there and I didn't talk to you, please shoot me a message if you want to say your ahas. But I am going to have Nicole give a little bit of her perspective. She said she watched the entire conference. She wasn't able to be there, but Nicole, I want you to share some of your aha moments and also the perspective of watching and all the things. And yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead, girl.
happy to share. So, I was at conference last year and I was at Green Carpet this year. And this was my first time actually staying at home watching conference. The FOMO is completely real. Um, for me, worship session is everything, and I felt so poured into just from the first few minutes of conference. And I was watching all of the comments come through, and there was actually somebody, I don't even remember who wrote it, but there was somebody who said, "Can you believe that this is our company?" And that just like hit me straight in my heart because I was like, that's right. This is our company. Like, this is what we get to show up and do and really unite together. So that set off the pace amazing for me. Another really big thing for me this conference watching it was when I went to conference and Green Carpet, my husband travels with me. He's a distributor on my team, but he's also very, very supportive. And he did not watch the men's panel, but I have to give it up for that men's panel because for me, that was a game changer. And when I told him, I said, "You have to watch this." Um, I told him, I said, they had a men's panel this year. And he was like, "Well, why wasn't I up on stage?" And I'm like, "Because you weren't there, honey." Like, we weren't there, but it was really, really cool to see the men of It Works talking about how they support their wives, how they're a part of this team, how they really want to stand up and just go all in with us. So I thought that was really inspiring. Um, Katie Bevington, that panel, that was out of control. Like, I know she talks a mile a minute and she's like, I love her for that. But what really hit me was when she was talking about having intention behind every single post that you put up. And I've heard these things, but it didn't really click until I heard that second voice say it again. And sometimes for me, that's just how I work. I need that repetition. But having that intention to be like, I don't want to live on my phone, guys, but she has a plan. She has a schedule. She knows how to create content and plan it out so her content is working for her. And then she has the fun part, which she opened up my eyes to that again. She has the fun part of living her life and showing that online. And that's truly the authentic part of you is what truly draws people in. So for me, that was a huge aha. I needed 100% to hear that because that's how I want to run my business. And I got into this really sticky place where I felt like for a long time I was like, what am I going to post today? And it became like a burden. It didn't feel the same to just go online and show people how I was living or what my kids were doing or what's going on my farm. But to hear Katie say that again, that was a really big aha moment for me personally. Um, what else did I have written down for you guys? Sharing your passions, like behind the scene. If you don't want to live on your phone, get up and show the things that bring you joy. And for me, that's I kind of lost that for a long time in this company, like really showing who I am authentically and what brings me joy. I need to do more of that. Also, the woman from Germany, I forget what her name was. She was a phenomenal speaker, but when she was talking, we always hear like keep your business open, let people know that you're open for business. But when she said that she shows up, and I've also heard, talk in your stories about your coffee, like you're making your coffee every morning, talk in your stories. But the way she said it was a little bit different, where she actually said that like she goes live and her followers expect to see her because they're so engaged and they can count on her being there. That was a light switch for me as well. I really needed to hear that. But the stories, the passion, the tears, like my team and I, we were watching together in separate states, but talking through our messenger chat, crying our eyes out, all of our aha moments. We had a Zoom meeting last night to talk about it. So it really, really relit the fire for a lot of people. And just like Christina said, like there's a whole new vision, and so many of us are going to help that 1 million and more people this year. So I'm excited to do it with everybody.
I'm so pumped. Thank you for sharing, Nicole. And I can relate 100% even after almost 11 years of being with the company. Structure is so important and being intentional with what you have planned out for the week, because it's going to really be the what do you call it? The place. Just give me a second here. It's going to be um, the the way in which your day unfolds, whether it's positive or negative, or you are accomplishing something or you're not. It's all going to depend on how you start your week and your days. Super, super key. And something else that you shared was about being authentically you and building relationships. And Katie talked about how like she shows up every day for that. She shares her life. You guys, that's what's going to separate you from someone else that isn't doing that. What is so important is to remember that you can build a long-term, successful, sustainable business if you are building relationships using genuine marketing, basically just being who you are and sharing it with the world. So that was super powerful. And the men's panel, oh my gosh, I was crying. It was incredible. I was sent it to my husband because he normally, I mean, for many years came to conferences with me. Last few hasn't been here, but it was like incredible. Like it was just so good, different perspectives. And what I felt like also with many of these panels is that you may have heard from some of these people before, but I guarantee you gleaned something different from each person this time. That's how I felt also. And that's what I felt like was really engaging. Thank you so much, Nicole. Okay, I am going to have Rachel share her experience. She was there in person. Rachel, go ahead and unmute and tell us your aha moment.
Hi, everyone. Sorry, I am in the car right now. I've got my daughter's driving and we're heading to volleyball practice, but I just wanted to jump in. Can you hear me okay? Okay. No, so this is my second conference. And the first one, I feel like I went to green carpet first and then I went to conference and then this was my second conference. And that first conference, I was like, oh my gosh, I was just a newbie, like just trying to soak it all in. This conference, I feel like hit different because not only, I mean, I know what Christina said about the DJ. The DJ was amazing. He like set the tone for everyone. Like it was just one of those things, like I was so grateful to be just in the room with him. But yeah, he set the tone. And then the men's panel was amazing. But I think my favorite part of conference was hearing all the stories of all lives that were changed. It's one of those things like you kind of forget because you kind of get in your own bubble of how you're doing your thing and you forget how this business can really.
You got there you are.
There we go. Sorry. No, I just feel like you forget how much this business can impact your life because you're in your own bubble, you're doing your own thing, you're busy, whatever. But to hear other people's, I mean, their entire lives that are transformed because of this business. And it's just one of those, like, I was in tears just listening to these stories and listening to these women who have come from nothing and how they are now building their dream homes and are retiring their husbands. And it's like, you know, they've worked their, asses off. Like, it is work, but dang, you get so rewarded for it too. And I was just so like proud of those women and just so excited to hear their stories. Some of them I've heard before, but I'd love hearing them again. Anyway, that was my takeaway, was just hearing how this business itself can just change lives.
It's truly incredible, and everyone's life is so different. Everyone's from different backgrounds, and you know what's so great is in this company now, many of you got to hear these stories from leaders from all over the world, really, and all from different journeys and backgrounds. And so find the people that you felt like you could relate to. Find the people that you heard speak on stage and it resonated with you on a whole nother level. I know when Kelly was up there speaking, oh my goodness, the Holy Spirit was just guiding her because she is just Kelly Brown. She is just incredible. But I know that I'm like, man, some of these ladies just lit a fire under me. I didn't even know much about Haley Lech. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing her last name right, but she is amazing, and her love for Jesus is just absolutely just truly inspiring, that she is so bold for Christ. But what I'm saying is find your person that you felt impacted by and follow them and duplicate what they're doing. And if you need to borrow some of their belief right now, borrow some of their belief while you create your own. So there are some things that I'm going to go ahead. I just want to make sure that the other ladies didn't hop on. Okay, so I'm not seeing them here. So some of the things that were continuously talked about were doubt, fear, belief, and vision. Okay, how to put away that doubt, push away that fear, how to create that vision and have that belief. Those things were just like 4 things that just stuck with me. Something really cool. So we had Tiara on a panel, and she had a girl on there that had joined 3 times. I can't remember her name, so don't hate me for that, but joined her 3 times, you guys. But I love what she said. She says, nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. Like, that to me was like very powerful. They talked about not being average or your life is going to be average. If you want something to be different in your life, if you want to be a dream chaser, a dream achiever, you have to do something different. So if there are fears that are holding you back or doubt that is holding you back, address what those things are, write them down so you know how to attack them. Okay? Ending fear is getting to a place where it's going to come. You're going to have it there, right? But it's how you're going to not let it paralyze you from where you need to go. Okay? Do not let fear paralyze you from where you need to go. Fearful times along the way come for every person that's successful. These are just things that just really stood out to me. So end fear and doubt, because doubt is often built on lies. You often maybe hear yourself or your doubts coming in your head saying, you don't have what they have. You don't have what it takes. You missed it. It's late. It's not your time. You're a one-hit wonder. Those are lies, straight from the pit of hell. I'm going to tell you guys that you have to face that doubt and those lies, just like what they shared at conference. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, I am capable of achieving great things. I am strong. I am confident, and I am trusting the process and the ability to figure things out. I'm going to challenge myself to be better and replace doubt and fear with what? Action. Action. That's what you're going to replace doubt and fear with, is action. What you speak to yourself, whether it's positive or negative, is how the trajectory of your life is going to unfold. So we need to stop doubting. what we are called to do and where we are called to be. No one forces you to be negative in life. No one forces you to be around people that are negative in life. You need to make a choice on how you're going to view the world, the situations around you, your business, and your relationships. And it's going to impact every single thing in your life. Each morning when you wake up, do you pick up the lenses for the positive lenses on your glasses, or do you pick up the negative ones? That was something else that was shared. Super impactful. Well, if you're picking up the negative ones, you need to stop. You need to put them down, because the way that you start that day, the vision that you have for that day is going to impact everything that's going to happen that day and days moving forward. So you need to be positive and look at things different. So often when we're doing something different in this business, it seems like people will tell you, oh, that's a scam. Be super negative. You can't be successful with that. They'll bring you down, right? And so if you're hearing that because what we do is uncommon to the world, it means that you need to look at it differently, that you get to wake up, you get to do something great, you get more time with your family, you get to help impact and change lives, and you need to push away the negativity or whatever anyone else is projecting on you about what you're doing, the decisions you're making in your business, in your life, and for your family. You can control your attitude and the way you view things. God controls most everything. You can control how you respond to things and your attitude and the way that you live. Negativity will leave you unfulfilled. The reason I'm talking about this is because I know you all hear me. I know you all have experienced this in one way or another since you've joined this business or been a part of it. But negativity, they said, leaves you unfulfilled, unmotivated, and it makes it harder to adapt and grow. But what you'll see is that choosing positivity creates a ripple effect in your life and in the lives of the people around you. The way you see your life, your business, your family, the world, and your circumstances, you guys, that's exactly how your team sees things. Is they see how you are handling situations, how you are working your business, how you are doing with your family, how you are, okay? They're looking at you. So you can't reach for anything new if your hands are still full of junk. Put an end to any negativity, whether that's you personally or people you're surrounding yourself with. So that goes into some ahas from John's speech, and I'm going to share those and we are going to wrap it up. He talked about how we're going to need to have endings and beginnings. We're going to have to take action. Okay, new vision. Something I thought was really cool is many of you have been in this business for many years, and you are hanging on to those old visions, those old goals, okay? And what I liked that he compared that to, I believe this was John before we got into it, but if you hold on to a stale vision, it's going to keep you stuck. You need new vision. You need new belief. And that was super powerful for me. We don't eat outdated or stale food. Why in the world would we consume an outdated vision? So something else that stood out to me that he said is that many of us were all in that conference room, let's just say even in 2023, or we were watching live or whatnot. I might be wrong on my dates. They said 2015, but I want to be a little bit more relatable for those that you have been in for maybe like 3+ years. What was different? Why were their results different? People that were in the room. Why were some on stage in 2025 and some not a part of the company anymore? Why were some promoting and some staying in the same place? Only those who are willing to go all in, and you can say you're going all in, but we're talking about going all in with action. Taking action after events actually found out what's on the other side of that. That's what the difference was. The ones that decided to go all in but actually take the action got to see what the end result was going to be. The ones that wanted to go all in but didn't take action are not in the same spot. Be the ones that take action, even without knowing what the other side's going to look like, right? Taking the jump, even if you can't see where you're going to land. Don't let the boundaries keep you from where you need to go, and do not let small thinking keeping you from taking the leap after conference. I can tell you that there are so many testimonials of people's lives, businesses, seasons, all the things going on that have completely changed after they've left a conference like that or watched a conference like that. I am telling you, we have something very special with our company. Our CEOs and our owners really care about us. God is in this company. He is glorified and he's in control. So I want to be where he's at. I want to be where he is in charge. So you guys, we have a call to action. I'm going to repeat what John shared with us. And I basically shared all my favorite things from conference in a little nutshell. But call to action is, what's it going to take? What's it going to take for you to reach the goals and the vision that you have for 2025? Write down right now. Maybe it's just a couple bullets because you haven't thought a whole lot about it. I hope you have, because conference has been over for a few days now. But what is your vision for 2025? Write it down. Share it in the comments. Tell us what it is. But more than that, we can talk about what our vision, our goals, how much more money we want to make, how many people we want to, how many lives we want to change. That's another thing. Drop how many lives you personally want to change out of that million in the comments. I want to know. How many do you want to change? But we can say it all day long. Are we going to put in the action? Are we going to put the action forth? That is what's going to separate us from vision without action is a daydream. Vision without action is a daydream. Vision and belief and action will completely change your life. I can attest that because it's done mine and it continues to change my life every day after almost 11 years. I'm exactly where God wants me to be, but I am also not staying here because I have my own goals and my own vision and my own dreams that involve not only myself, but hundreds of other team members, friends, family, my family directly. So we're writing down our goals. We're writing how many lives we want to change. Now, the biggest thing I want you to write down is, what is that going to take? What is that going to take? And when John asked this question, I'm going to be brutally honest on exactly what I wrote, because life happens. I'm a busy mom. I try not to make excuses. I've never stopped working my business, but have I been as intentional as I possibly can? Or have I felt content at times? So this is what I learned. Sorry, guys, my cat is in heat and she's so loud. So please forgive me for that. Ugh. Okay, someone come get the cat, please. Okay, so what's it going to take? For me, this is what I put. I am not a morning person. I am going to have to start getting up earlier. I have flexibility in my schedule to not have to do that, but I need to do that to reach the goals that I have for this year. I need a more structured schedule. I'm always working my business, but I want to actually have it written down. Mornings, afternoon, evenings, these are the tasks that I'm doing. Okay, not just like, I know the tasks for the day, I'm going to just do them whenever. I want to have it actually written out. I want to be a product of a product. There are many times in this business where I have a product testimonial. It's been a little while. I need to refresh. I need to get back to business. I need to get more disciplined. And I need to be honest with myself when it comes to that. If you're a product of a product and you show others what the products are going to do for you, your business is only going to explode. Every single time I've had a new business before and after, my business has exploded. Hey, Timber, quiet, please. I'm also single momming it tonight. Thank you for your patience. Consistency. Consistency is important. You have to do something for your business every day. I get that we have the freedom to be able to enjoy things with our family, vacations, this and that, but I'm talking about like being consistent the majority of the time with your business. If I'm on vacation, I'll still throw up a post. Am I working as many hours as I would on a consistent basis? No, but what I'm saying, consistency is key. And when you're going for huge bonuses like this and things like this, you make sacrifices. You get on the same page as your family. Get out your charts. I don't care if you know how much volume you need. Fill out your charts. Fill out your charts, put them in front of you. I don't always do that. I don't always fill out my charts. Okay. I'm like, yep, I know how much volume I need. Da, 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 da. I want to look at my charts. Okay. I'm just being totally and 100% real. I need to bring in new people. I need to bring in people that are excited and have that passion that I still have after 11 years. I know it takes a lot of people getting started to find the ones that are going to run with me, but I'm going to do it because I've done it. I'm going to do it again. Duplication, teaching duplication and being a duplicator. Super key. You have someone that comes in and is willing to do everything that you show them to do, and they can then show their people everything and duplicate over and over again. That is what's going to bring multiplication and growth to your team. You are going to have to give your new distributors vision. This is what I'm telling myself. These are all the things I wrote down what it's going to take. They are not all going to come into this with vision. Actually, probably none of them really are. You are going to have to borrow them that vision and that belief in themselves. That's why you do a one-on-one. That's why you get on the phone. They need your belief until they gain their own. Set goals as a family, not just yourself. Write a dream board with your family or make a dream board. Write a list of goals and dreams with your family. Include them. Make them a part of it. Gain new vision and passion for what we do. Know that you have an opportunity to not only impact lives with products, with a business opportunity, but you have an opportunity to own your own time, your freedom, and to change people's life with the truth of the gospel. It can be a ministry for you if you want it to be. It has been for me for the past 11 years, and that to me is priceless. Now is your time, and we are going to do great things in 2025 because we are a part of something different, uncommon, and we have all the tools that we need to run. You have the vision. If you need the vision, figure out why you're doing this and dig deep. Get the belief or borrow it until you have it. Do self-development every single day. Do not surround yourself with negative people or negative thoughts. Be positive. Those are the type of people that you're going to attract to your business. Remove doubt. Label fear for what it is and kick it to the curb. Let it drive you and just get a new, fresh perspective on your business and start changing lives one at a time. I'm cheering you guys on. I'm super excited for what's to come. We are going to do a quick boomerang. I'm not the greatest at these. I'm so totally old school. So I'll put the music with it. We'll make it look good. But I would love everyone to just you guys will have to forgive me. I got a concussion right before conference and I'm not quite myself. So smacked my head on my husband's bumper and I feel like I'm a little bit off. So just bear with me. Can't always quite find the words. But let me see your faces. Let me see your faces because I want to do the boomerang, okay? And so here we go. Everyone wave at me. Say, I am going to change lives this year. I love it, you guys. I hope you all have a fabulous night. Thanks for being on tonight. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.